We got our fueling pretty close. It's just got to cross over. Watt fueling. Driving fueling needs a lot of work. That's why we got this table right. Neural network. Right there. Watt fueling. Close. Rest of it. Ass. I think those torque gains are going to get us where we need to be with our fuel trims. We don't even really have to make any adjustments to the, maybe. We'll see what it does, but we'll see probably limited adjustments to the neural network. I'll just show you what that is. That's this right here. That's just fuel control. The torque model is where we make our torque changes for this big blower. But it's going to get us within 10% based off of this. Once we go into closed loop, see what our fuel is, or our coolant supercharger temp. 100. Sorry, cut me off mid-record. I'm going to be mainly watching the air-fuel ratio on this pool. Fuel trims are looking way better with torque control. Alright. Power went from 800 to 929, 860, 9, that's the decimal. The torque's at 981. So we're creeping up there. Okay, yeah, we're down to 8.6, like negative 8%, which is way better in this section. I mean, even at the idle down speed, we're way better off. It was already sucking it down to 20%, so it's pretty close. All right. All with torque control. That's how you know these ECMs are weird. don't go in and physically change anything in the VE on this one. I changed the throttle body scaler just a little bit because it's 130 millimeter throttle body. But other than that, it's all torque changes. And we're seeing fuel trims we want to see. On a dot, on the Hellcats, 13.6, 13.7 is a standard 14.7 that you would see on your normal vehicle. Graph is looking way more beautiful now. Let's see what kind of power we made though. Let it cool down. Okay, so we're now at 1,020, 710, and 1,014 pound-feet. And man, you look at the blue graph. This is a start graph. The green graph was the last pull I videoed. The blue is the most recent one. You see how smooth it is? That's from correcting all the torque tables and getting it happy with that 3/8 blower. I've still got baby timing in it. Really, I mean, I think we've seen 12 degrees that pull. So we got a lot of room to grow. I imagine if I put it at 16, 18 degrees, we'll probably finish this entire thing out at 1,100 pound-feet or 1,100 horsepower. But I don't want to go too much higher. I'm not a record chaser. I just want it to be happy and reliable. Timing in it. Definitely added a little bit of trans shift pressure because obviously torque is increased. Trans shift based off of torque. So we're going to see what we can achieve. We're also in 1-to-1, so 6. So we hit the trans shift limit, obviously. Well, the idle stabilized a lot quicker that time, so we got 1,060 horsepower. Once again, our goal is 165, so we just gotta wait a second. We'll probably do some driving so I don't want to get our supercharger temp up too high before we make a pull. So we'll do some driving, get the ECTs up. pull I'm gonna make. I think I'm gonna end this setup at 16 or so degrees timing. I mean, it could probably hold more, but it's pushing a little bit of coolant. So, as y'all can see, I don't know how clear it's going to be because we all know how these junky old trap TVs show on these cameras, but really with 17.5 degrees of timing, it made less power than whenever I brought it up to 16 degrees of timing. Not because it was detonating, it wasn't detonating at all. Really, it's just cylinder stability. So I brought it down to 16 degrees. I do believe with better fuel, better injectors, smaller pulley, I mean, I don't want to turn the boost up. I don't want to turn the timing up. Maybe at 20 something degrees it'll make crazy power, but with just looking at that, it's not going to do it. I think that this is where it's happy. This is where it's going to peak at. I haven't done anything with cam timing. Like I said, I don't want to mess with cylinder pressure too much. It's on stock head bolt. We were at like 8 degrees ramping into 21, 22 degrees of timing. And obviously we keep our knock sensors intact. I do not turn off knock sensors. We will never do that. If we get detonation, we need it to full timing. These are real bad about heat soak. Good thing about this Whipple is even after pulls, I haven't seen anything over 130 degrees and intake air temp, which is great. But 18 less boost, less timing, and if you look at the peaks, like being realistic here, it's 135, 136 horsepower gain, and even not at the peaks, but at the end of torque, where this one's 795, this is 932 pound-feet still at the top at 6,000 RPM. So, I mean, you almost have a 200 pound-feet gain right here. And so, you can see a little bit that it was pushing, like I said, stock head bolts. So obviously the stock hood wouldn't clear. Stock hood wouldn't clear, so we had to take the hood off. We got one coming in that's cut out for this blower, but pretty sweet looking, isn't it? Yeah, I'm about to go for the drive after I move that nasty Honda. By nasty, I mean it's fast. Let me check out some of our rides. This is the custom twin turbo kit going on this big block 67. Pretty sweet. This is a project car. Came in from another shop. You got a Gen 3 Hemi swapping 6-speed Barracuda. 69 all original. Mach 1 with a 428 Cobra jet. This is a Shelby GT350 4.6 3 valve. This is the engine for it. This is a Mod Max 1300 horsepower rated 5.0. It's a 4.6 block, but it's been bored and struck. It's 5 liter now. It's also got a Whipple. It's running on the 250 pulley for this Whipple 2.9. We had to clean that out. It's full of oil and all kinds of trash from the other engine that threw 2 rods. Got an old school 1971 C10, $100,000 build. I didn't imagine it would be that expensive, but that's what they got in it. Frame off, LS swap. You got to tune it too.